Chiapas. You came to me drunker than the rain that hadn't stopped for days, and without bothering to look me in the eye said, Maestro, I want a serenade for my mother. How much? Carlos and I looked at each other and your timid interruption of our kerosene-lit tacos. I patted you on the shoulder and, hoping to rid myself of you, consolingly told you 4 times my normal rate. You slapped the cringing bills on the red table next to my green plate, and like turning a carnival merry-go-round key, we lit up and made you mayor, no less spent than a dog, no less poised than a secret, and no less Indian than Chiapas. We drove out of that labyrinth pueblo into darkness, out of the falling water and to the edge of somewhere where cars fade into their future. We got out and began to single-file climb for another hour, like goats behind your rabbit gate. Between the sandal-thrust mudholes and the circus light-bulb stars, between the drag of ice air and the hint of a sudden cloudburst, between the juniper now and the memory of how it smelled, I was guitar without a clue, Carlos, my only friend in the world, and you, faceless and lonely. Breathless, we finally arrived at your adobe womb, perched on clay, and I watched you walk to the edge of the door and stopped there. Carlos handed me my case, and once more I strapped my wooden heart to my chest. We waited like statues, while you waited like a running tear. She appeared by the door, facing your hanging head without a touch. I began to sing, unable to feel my voice, for I could only watch you and her, drawn in shadows, proud and small, pumice and pearl, reverent and raw, light and lighter still, mother and son, beyond any song I had ever sung. So when it all ended, I went over to you, stuffed the bills back into your shirt, turned and walked back down the mountain.